Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box, the Technical Trader. Tuesday night, June the 14th, and this is the charts of the day. The market had a great day today. It was the best in a couple of months for most indices as the market snapped back from an oversold condition. And let's hope we are going to start a rally for at least the next few days. We'll see. In the meantime, lots of our stocks did well today. Let's take a look at some of them. Affymetrix from my watch list. And after consolidating in a flag for about the last 6-7 days, popped today up 26 cents, just about 3.7%. But volume increased. Stock looks like it's breaking out of the flag. There is an overhead resistance zone up around the 8.5 area. I expect that to be tested on this go around here on a short-term basis. Chelsea Therapeutics, after popping out last Friday, backed off yesterday, but came on again today with a gap up, and then closed up 37 cents or 8% on 1.7 million as volume increase, and so did technicals. If we can get up across today's high around 510, I expect a quick test at the 530.35 area. Beyond that, looking for 6. CVR Energy took out a declining tops line late yesterday and then followed through today and completed a little mini head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder type pattern with the left shoulder, head and right shoulder here, breaking through the neckline today. I'm looking for a retest of the early April highs up around the 24.25 half area. That's my short-term target. Beyond that, if we make an additional move, we can see the stock maybe in the high 20s. Up next, we have GLBC Global Crossing. This is one hell of a powerful pattern. After this big explosive move in April and then the 3-week coiling pattern, the stock popped, flagged, ran sharply at the end of May, and then it's pulled back and consolidated here, starting to edge higher, up 77 cents today, just 2.2%. But it looks to me like they may want to run to the top of the channel in the low 40s. Watch for that. GLUU, GLUU Mobile. Nice run from mid-May to early June. Took it from about 312 up to 5 3/4 or so, 5.5, around that area. It then backed off, tested the 50-day, snapped back, and today followed through another 6%, 2.8 million traded. Could be the beginning of a move that takes it up towards the 7.25 range if it gets through the 565 area thereabout. Ironwood Pharmaceuticals, IRWD, after a narrow coiling action and low volume, started to move yesterday and today popped 85 cents or 5.66%. Its volume increased to the heaviest in about a month. If we can get, and that took it out of the coiling type consolidation. You notice that held the trend line and 50-day moving average as well. If you can take out the mid-April spike high up around the 16.5 area, I'm looking for this move to move up towards 18.5. Krispy Kreme, significant price volume surge up 80 cents or almost 10% today on 3.5 million, the biggest volume in about 2.5 weeks. But a breakout of the flag pattern should lead to a quick test here up around the 9.75 area. And if we can get through that, I can see the stock at $11. Swing trade position Lava, Magma Design, came out of the 3-day wedge and popped 37 cents or almost 5% today. Volume increased. I'm looking for a move that takes us to test the 860 area or so, and then move towards the 9.25 range. Macquarie Infrastructure, MIC, had a significant move yesterday and then followed through with a big pop today of 7.4% on more than $1 million. You can see stepping back that's the biggest volume that this is traded in a couple of years. And with the stock moving the way it is, I wouldn't be shocked to see it move up towards at the top of this channel line right here, initially in the mid-30s at some point. But let's call a short-term target up around 31, 31.5, and secondary target around 34, 34.5. Mitcham Industries, we put out a swing trade on that one. Popped 93 cents today, up 5 3/4%. Volume has been firm the last few sessions, and so are technicals. I'm looking for a move to 19.5, made them 22 on Mitcham. ONTY, fabulous move in the stock. From 3 to 7 and change, 7.5 today, and this stock over the last 90 days has had a substantial surge and stepped up its way higher with flag after flag, maybe due for one here as we're reaching near the overhead resistance at the top of the channel and lateral price resistance, a bit short-term overbought, but eventually if we do get a pullback consolidation, I'm looking for more progress up towards 8.5 and then 9.5. ORS has been a monster the last week, moving from under 2 to over 7. And today up another $1.10 or 20%, 3.1 million. Although we're up against the overhead resistance zone, and I do expect some sort of potential pullback or consolidation, momentum may take this one higher. If it gets across 730, expect to run at the 8.5, 9 range. PCYC, significant pop today, take it out across the top of the channel and lateral price resistance here. May see a move quickly towards 9.5 to test that. The stock has momentum right now. RITT, monster in the midway today, nearly a 200% gain in one session, opening at 331, running to 922 today at one point. Closing not that far off the high at 885, up 586. Huge, huge day as the major declining top line of the last year was taken out. The entire falling channel of the last year exploded through. Various layers of lateral price resistance taken out as well. And at this point, it wouldn't shock me if momentum carries this one as high as 12 or 12.5. SWI SolarWinds, key breakout today, jumping $1.71 or 7% on 2.75 million. That's the heaviest volume this year and the heaviest since November of last year. You can see this lateral price resistance was taken out with a price volume thrust and now moved towards the top of the channel around 28 or so, maybe had. That's our target. XTXI, swing trade position of ours that we had on our watch list, popped last month, backed off for a couple weeks and flagged, held the pullback right at support, and today popped 61 cents or 5.5%. Volume increased to the best in about a week and a half. And at this point, I would not be shocked to see this run up towards the juxtaposition of these two lines up around the 14.5 range. That's my short-term target. Let's call it 14. And lastly today is ZAGG, Z-A-G-G, which after breaking out and pulling back in this beautiful flag here on low volume, has popped in the last 5 days from about 10.25 up to 13.05. And although it may pull back and consolidate at some point, momentum should carry this one higher. I would not be shocked to see this in the mid-teens and then in the high teens for ZAGG. That's it for tonight. Have a good one.